Since most business schools now host amazing and informative events online, is it even worth visiting schools in person anymore? The answer is generally yes. Visiting campus in person is still one of the best ways to get a sense of the program, its students, and campus. Websites and online events just don't have the same impact. On the flip side, these trips can quickly use up all your PTO and cost you a lot of time and money. If a school is within an easy drive from where you live, or it's one of your top choices, and you have funds for such trips, I highly recommend that you make in-person visits. Otherwise, if visits require travel and may be a stretch financially or in terms of getting time off, we suggest you prioritize your list and do your best to visit your top few schools.
A big question we get at Stratus is when to plan campus visits. Timing your visit correctly can help you maximize your experience at the school. Visit on days when classes are held and try to avoid exam periods or breaks. Sometimes during the spring semester is ideal. MBA programs also offer weekend open houses and special events weekends geared towards women, underrepresented minorities, veterans, members of the LGBTQIA+ communities, and others. Visiting in the summer or fall is not ideal, but schools will often host admissions events during these times, if that's what works for you. Assuming you've packed your bags and are ready to go, here are some tips to help you get the most out of each visit.
First, are you attending a set event with a presentation, class visit, lunch, and a tour, or are you coming to campus on your own? If you're attending an event, you'll have to do less planning, and AdComs, students, and sometimes even professors will be available for you to speak to. If you're heading to campus on your own, you should reach out to the admissions office to let them know you're coming. Send a quick email introducing yourself, maybe ask if you can stop by to chat with someone in the office, and if there's any students around campus who would be available to give you a tour. Either way, you want to show up having done your research and have questions prepared for interactions with different people. Understand what the school values and how you connect with those values. The admissions committee doesn't give you credit for just showing up. A visit must be meaningful to both you and to them.
Tip number 2, speak to the right people. We know you probably want to speak to the dean of admissions, but that appointment is hard to get, and there's usually a crowd around the dean or highest ranking person at the official event. At events, there are usually other members of staff on hand to ask questions, and they all give their feedback to the dean after the event. If you pick the person with the shortest line, you may be able to have a longer and more meaningful conversation that will allow you to make a solid connection with that person and the school. If you're visiting on your own and the dean isn't available on the day you have planned to go to the campus, ask who will be available. Either way, be sure to set clear goals for those meetings. Review the school website in detail so that you can ask more in-depth questions. You should also make time to speak with current students who really know an MBA program. If possible, reach out beyond just the students the admissions committee has on staff or offered up as ambassadors. Ask them what they like, do not like about the school. Research clubs that you might be interested in joining and see if you can set up a chat while you're on campus or virtually if they aren't available then.
Tip number 3 may seem silly, but when visiting campus, use all 5 of your senses to get a full feel for the program. Observe how students interact with each other and with prospective students. Do these seem like your type of people? Could you imagine yourself working on projects and socializing with them? How did you feel during the class you attended? Are the teaching methods aligned with your learning style? Did you enjoy the lunch options that were served in the cafeteria when you were visiting? While that may seem like a small thing, if you attend a program and all you find for lunch options are pizza and sandwiches and you're gluten-free, then this could actually turn into something that impacts your overall experience in a program. Additionally, if a program says that social impact and sustainability are important to them, and it's important to you, but there's no evidence of having local or sustainably sourced food in the cafeteria or recycling anywhere on campus, you'll get a sense of how deeply the school values this commitment.
It's also important to go beyond the classroom and make it fun. Make connections through affinity clubs such as the Veterans Club or the Women's Business Association, where you'll find students with shared interests. You're not just going to school in this new place, you're going to live there too. And are you a foodie? Investigate restaurants on and off campus. You might find a great local farmers market or a vibrant restaurant scene that will make your time at the program way more enjoyable. Spending a quick couple hours on campus rarely provides you with the full insight you want to decide. If you really want to live in a place for 2 years, each campus is a part of a greater community. Consider making your MBA program visits something of a vacation. Stay a few extra hours or overnight if you can. Enjoy the nightlife and around campus and tour around a bit. Are you visiting HBS or Sloan? Maybe take a walk on Boston's historic Freedom Trail. Checking out Booth or Kellogg? Why not stop into the Chicago Art Institute? Likewise, consider the extracurricular and sports options if these are important to you. If you're super outdoorsy, you may enjoy a program like Dartmouth Tuck, where you can ski at the college-owned skiway on the weekends and hike parts of the Appalachian Trail. You get the idea. Every school and region has its culture and vibe. So get more out of your school visits by exploring the surrounding area to see if this is a place you really want to live in and study.
Lastly, school websites, conversations with students and alums, and presentations can all tend to blend after a while. I remember when I was taking our children to visit colleges, I encouraged them to keep a notebook or a log of their impressions right after each school visit. This is something I also encourage my clients to do. Keep a notebook or a page on your phone with a tab for each school you're researching. When you have a conversation with a student or an alum, write down their full name and their class year, as well as any tidbits you learned from them about the program. What did you like and not like about each school and program? Keep track so you can use these as references when you start writing your applications. And don't forget to thank the students and staff who spent time sharing information with you. Look for ways to build these relationships by providing any additional information related to your conversations that could be useful to the people you met during your visit. Not sure where to start? Need help unpacking your experiences to date and figuring out what path you want to take? Sign up for a free 30-minute consultation with one of our Stratus MBA admissions experts.